Hello, my lotus flowers. I hope you all are doing well. Glad to see you. So, I wanted to do something different, and I also wanted to incorporate one of my New Year's resolutions. One of them being, I'm not telling you all of them, obviously, because they won't come true, but one of them being um, to actually break my habit of going ghost, and not just going ghost on people, because I'm breaking that habit as well, but going ghost on myself, as in my social media platforms, like actually using them again, integrating my channel again, adding to my channel again, and what have you. So I'm gonna make a habit of it and keep the ball rolling, but I will hold myself accountable for that. But that's neither here nor there. This isn't a tarot video. I'm not gonna incorporate tarot into this. I actually wanted to start the series for a while, and it's just me just talking to the collective on matters I think that not only I need to work on specifically, but maybe aspects of the collective need to hear it as well. And I feel compelled to tell these messages because it's not a it's my journey, but it can also help someone. My words can transcend to someone else that maybe could be going through something similar, or they know someone who's going through this. And I'm not saying I'm the guru, but I'm just saying, you know, I'm here to help. My soul's purpose is to help as many people as possible in various ways. And if it is through my words, then I will be obliged. But I wanted to talk about having courage, especially. But when I mean having courage, I mean letting go of anger. And it's something that I myself need to incorporate. And what I see in others, that's why I feel so compelled to talk about it. The bravest thing you can do is let go of anger. And, you know, this new day and age, everyone's just like, oh, new earth, the new wave, positive thinking, this and that, high vibration superfoods, and I'm for it. I love seeing it. I love seeing people wake up every day. I love seeing people, you know, work with their shadow selves, incorporate, healing attributes into their lives, and enriching others to do the same. But I feel personally what I see in the just spiritual community in itself is that when it comes to the negative emotions, it's not talked about enough, and or it's not looked fondly upon. Like, which obviously, yeah, you're not gonna look at negative emotions like, oh, that looks good. Like, no, you're not gonna look at negative emotions like that. But I feel, in a sense, and it is the person's responsibility. Someone's emotions is their responsibility, but I feel that with this new wave of positivity, good vibes only, it gets lost into translation that you do not need to completely suppress your negative emotions. No, you do, or you're not supposed to feel them. They're naturals. Emotion is energy in motion. So, when something, you know, propels you to feel a certain emotion, there's going to be a reaction. It's natural, there's no stopping that. What can be controlled is how you deal with the emotion, and that's where I feel people get lost in translation. You need to actually grasp, feel your emotions completely. That is how you truly heal. That is how you comprehend not only the situation, if it is triggered by a situation or trauma or what have you, but it also, makes you understand yourself. Because your emotions are tied into, you know, habits and traumas that you were triggered by before. And that's a whole nother video that I'll get into, but we're barely on the first episode. Oh, yeah, I'm calling this series Manifest 100%. Manifesting your best self, you know, because I'm trying to do it too. We could all do it together. Let's all just try to manifest 100%. You know what I mean? But a point that I'm trying to make is with letting go of the anger. Because I know I'm backtracking, saying, you need to feel it. You need to feel it. That's the first step of letting it go. Feel it, understand it, know where it's coming from. Because you throw energy around and don't even know where it's coming from. A lot of people do that, and then, they blame the other person. Like they're just, you triggered me because you're this and that and the other, and it's just like, no, you you're mad because that happened to you in your childhood, and I triggered it somehow. I'm not saying, this is just rhetorical. So, with having courage to let go of anger is having the strength to acknowledge where the anger comes from and or any negative emotion. But once you do that, the amount of freedom that you give yourself, uncomparable. And it's not an overnight process. Sometimes it takes years to let go of suppress built up negative emotions. It takes time and it takes love. It could be fast forwarded, you know, by your eating habits. Let's be real. Y'all know what you eat. Think think about what you eat that incorporates into your emotions. What is in your food also can play into your emotions. Exercise, natural dopamine, natural dopamine that doesn't come from a substance, and nourishing your inner child. These can all incorporate to your moods. Like you can be good vibes, positive vibes all day and mask your anger. And just, when you're at home alone, when like the whole curtain of of everything falls into place, you're still mad. And you're sitting there like, what's wrong with me? What's this? What is holding me back? Yeah, I'm taking steps to my goal or this, that, and the other, but what's holding me back? You're angry, boo. You're still angry. You're still hurt. You're still upset. You are still upset deep down. And it comes from suppressing it that you don't even recognize when you're triggered by it anymore. It just, um, it comes out in your speech. It comes out in how you react to things. Like when someone has good news or something, the first thing you say is how it can go wrong. And then they're looking at you like, damn, you can't be happy for me. But you don't even realize that your anger is coming out in your speech. So you're putting that negative emotion unintentionally, subconsciously to someone else because you are not brave enough to dig deep in. You're not brave enough to dig deep. And let me tell you something. This is not a bashing. This isn't a, oh, you need to get your emotions together bash. This is not that. This is just, Spirit told me to just talk about this, okay? I wanted to start this series for a while. I feel like somebody was asking. Well, for the people who, used to watch my tarot videos, all five of you, or whoever, I am going back to tarot. I'm actually in the process of ordering more equipment because I cannot depend on my phone to do my tarot videos because my tarot videos are very long and my phone has failed me too many times. So my tarot is coming back, but I wanted to start this series. But I'm going off topic. Anyways, what was I saying? see, damn it. Oh, yes, being brave enough to dig deep and let go of the anger. It is not easy. And that's why it's understandable when you're not brave enough to, or someone you know, or, you, you as a person, like, kind of hesitate on digging deep. It is the most, ooh, goodness. Wow, that was weird. My whole curtain fell. Wow. Okay. It's back to me. Whatever. I'm still here. But God, that spooked me. My heart is racing. But it is the scariest thing, is digging deep and realizing, oh, my trauma came from such and such. My trauma came from a situation, various multiple situations, and all I could do was cry. All I could do was be angry in that situation. All I can do was suffer, because negative emotion is suffering. Like, yeah, embrace it, all that stuff, like, but all in all, negative emotion is pure suffering in the most vital sense. But as we're living this human experience, we have to experience both. We have to experience the good and the bad. There's, like, even the most, privileged, pompous. Why was I gonna say pompous? I meant privileged, pampered. The other P word. I'm just kidding. But even the most privileged, pampered, lavish person, I promise you, has something that will make them break down and cry. No matter how lavish they've had their life or how good their life has been. There is no such thing as living this 3D matrix existence, this human existence without suffering. It's sad to say, I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. And letting go of anger, you have to have the courage to go back and see and come out and be like, all right, this is what happened to me. This is what did it. This is how they treated me. But they are dealing with their traumas that they're not ready to deal with. That was something that I can't change. So I gotta let it go. I have to let it go, because if I do not, my vibration will always just jut up and down. It will never, just move freely, because you are constricting yourself with this anger, with this trauma. Whew. Yeah. So and with healing, that it incorporates shadow work and self-care and all that, but that's for another video. That I'll go into. Again, this is just a series I wanted to start that didn't include tarot, just more of, like, I wouldn't say words of wisdom, just like, the tools to manifest your best life, the tools to manifest 100%. Yeah, the tools to manifest 100%. Yep, that's what this series is called, Manifest 100%. But yeah, I'll just cut it off there. If you're still on this video, I appreciate it. I love you. I hope that these words helped you or could help someone else. If you needed to hear these words, I'm very glad, and I'm overjoyed that I could help you along your journey. And I love you dearly, especially. Okay. Namaste, my beautiful lotus flowers.